All right, people. So we are live. Okay. So before I get into everything, let me know that you can hear me and see me, and then we're gonna get it popping. We're gonna get it popping. We got a few people in the chat here. Got Nicole says, "What's up, Nicole?" Nicole Slays. I always want to say your name is Nicole Says, but Nicole Slays. Eminem said, "Oh yes, can't wait to see what he would get with other state charges. Feds do almost an entire bid, then go to state pen." Wow. A lot of people feel like R. Kelly should not be locked up. All right. So we're gonna have a quick show now. We may come back late tonight and do like a longer call-in show where I let you guys just come and just vent about whatever. But yeah, let's get into it. So let me go ahead and share the screen. Okay, y'all popping in now. Let's go ahead and share the screen. Okay. Courtesy of Neighborhood Talk. Now, I'm going to put myself at the bottom. They say R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in prison for federal sex crimes. Now, we already know what that is. You know, I can't really repeat all of the words here on YouTube because of the algorithm, but let's just say one starts with a T, one starts with a P. Another charge was like inciting minors to blah, 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 blah. So we're going to kind of skip over those words because of the algorithm, but we already know what R. Kelly allegedly done. We already know how he allegedly got down. We already know allegedly what has been accused. And I still have to say allegedly because I was not there. We've watched the Lifetime documentaries. We've watched several documentaries. And although some of them was lying in those documentaries, and that came out later, all right, a lot of people will say where there's smoke, there is fire. And so before we get deeper into this, let me just say this. Let me just put this out there. You can sentence R. Kelly to 30 years. You can send him to federal prison, state prison, whatever you want to do. I mean, the man is what, close to 50 or 50 some. So basically giving him 30 years is pretty much like giving him life. Like by the time he's out, if he make it through those 30 years, it's over with. All right. But here's my thing. And Pamela said it. Why are we not locking up his enablers? This is a man that walks around with a Bible but can't read it. This is a man that until he was damn near 50, couldn't even really read the McDonald's menu. You know, he was just pointing at the pictures like a little kid. Like when you in a coloring book and he was doing that. Okay. So you can't tell me somebody who is illiterate is able to T-word across the nation, is able to allegedly get his T.I. and Tiny on across the nation in multiple hotels and motels, get all the flights, the passports, this, that, and the third together. A lot of y'all don't know, but before he got arrested, he was planning on going off to South Africa, I believe, anyway, but couldn't get his paperwork together in time because the man literally can't read. Then he's trying to get his paperwork together. He's trying to get, the girls, they paperwork together, but they ran away from home and left home to come with him, so they don't have no birth certificate, no social security card, no nothing. This is low key what y'all should have done to Hugh Hefner, but he did now, so we didn't. They didn't lock him up though. Why he got more than Ghislaine? I mean, white privilege. We already know what's up. He also got more than Ghislaine because Ghislaine is tied to too many powerful celebrities. She didn't really give it up, or if she did give up those names, they keeping it on a hush hush. But y'all already know how it goes. So yeah, let's go ahead and read this article. It says R. Kelly's just been sentenced to 30 years in federal prison following his conviction for 9 federal charges, including sex crimes and human trafficking. Federal prosecutors have recommended no less than 25 years in prison. The trial went on for just about over a month, where Kelly's legal team called on several ex-Kelly employees and associates, all saying under oath they never saw Kelly abuse anyone. Now, the employees are saying they never saw anything. That's interesting. But somebody said he needs to start telling. Wait, who said that? Brianna. He needs to start telling on the others like Jay-Z, Diddy, etc. Absolutely. Because he was not doing that shit alone. And in the words of Funky Dineva, quiet as it's kept, the majority of y'all celebs do the same ish he was doing. They just didn't get caught. or they weren't as out there with it the way he was. At this point, he might as well expose everybody. Everybody that was right there with him. That man was not doing that alleged shit by himself. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. All right. So if you guys want to come up and speak, you got a comment, come on up. You can actually go in the room in the back here. We won't be on for too long. Let's I wanted to actually play this clip from the neighborhood talk as well. Because hold up. Let's get to it. It's this one here. Okay. Now, I really don't want to play these stuff, but it's just a clip for use. So let's just get to it. All right. So this is interesting. R. Kelly's brother admits that he lied on R. Kelly multiple times throughout the sex abuse scandals. Damn, I wasn't supposed to say that. Says he was angry, so he mixed the rumors with the truth. I was basically reporting things that I heard other people say. Now, I am not taking up for R. Kelly at all. But us YouTubers, bloggers, Gayle King, whatever, media. I need to step into my shoes here and call myself media because that's what the fuck I am. A lot of them that do the interviews with us, they do mix lies with the truth. A lot of times they are only talking to us because they are mad at that specific person. Not because they care about the victims, not because they want to do what's right. They only doing it because, well, the money got cut. The person don't talk to them no more. They got a bone to pick, and they okay. I'm gonna talk now. I'm gonna tell all you business. I ain't saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent, but I'm just letting you know a lot of people that give interviews do just that. They mix lies with the truth, and it's but let's listen to this clip here. There we go. We back. Okay, went away for a minute, but we back. Okay, so let's share the screen.
Your brother was having consistent relations with underage women. How do you tie the two together?
Well, again, like I said, I wasn't, first of all, I wasn't there when that was happening. When I actually said the things that I had said, I was at a bad place in my life. Okay. And I was angry at my brother. I basically was only repeating stuff that I heard other people say. I'm just being 100. I'm being 100.
Not on all of it?
I wouldn't say. It depends on what you're talking about. I mean, because as far as controlling, I felt like he was controlling to a certain degree when it came to certain things. I felt like that.
So all the stuff about your sister and her molesting you, what does that have to do with her molesting you and your brother? Was that true or false?
That was the truth.
Okay. What about the tape that you found? That you said you had in possession of two white girls that R. Kelly had. Your brother Robert had met at the mall, and I guess he met him at the mall, brought him back to the house, recorded them, and you found the tape, and you could have easily turned the tape over to the authorities, but you didn't do that. Was that true?
That wasn't true.
Really?
That wasn't true.
What made you say something like that?
Because I was angry. I knew that there was a lot of people out there saying there was tapes and different things of that nature. And, I basically mixed the truth with things that I heard other people saying. As far as my sister, that's correct. That did truly happen. But I was angry and
her molesting you and your brother. Was that
all right? I'll take that down. So y'all heard the clip. He said he was angry, and that's why he said the things he said. But some stuff he said was true, and some stuff he was like, "Look, I was just repeating what I heard in these streets." But nonetheless, I think we can all agree that the story about Teresa Kelly doing keep going. I don't know why the camera keep going in and out, but we gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. But when the people tell lies and then they want to come back and say, "No, one line, I was telling the truth," and then, "No, well, I was telling the truth, but I couldn't see it then." And we don't know what to believe. We don't know what to believe. Kasaya said he's a liar. Is it then? Was it whether it was then or now? Facts. But he hadn't seen him in 20 years. Ooh, good point. Why hasn't the sister been charged? Nobody pressed charges on her. Nobody pressed charges on her. Nobody pursued it. Nobody, nobody went after it. And I think when the boys was coming up, Robert, Bruce, and them and all that, I don't even think they told anybody that their sister was doing it to them. I don't even think they were able to reconcile that it was wrong at that time. It was just what their sister did to him. I'm just saying. The whole Aaliyah story is a whole nother story for another day, but Kawana's right. She said Aaliyah's uncle should be held accountable too because he was just as guilty. Facts. How do the parents get away with this at the end of the day? They pimp their daughters out. Robert, one of them, he supported the lady's business. He was sending money. And just the fact that as a parent, you're willing to send your child off with a stranger just so they can make it. Just so they can be famous. Yeah, Kasai, yeah, that's a really pretty name. I love it. Just so they can make it or be the next big this or the next big that. I'm not saying Robert didn't, make them promises. I don't know what he told them girls. I really don't know. If you weren't there, you don't know. But in my opinion, they all need to go to jail. If he going to jail, they all need to go to jail for being accomplices. That's just what it is. What's going on, Michael?
Hey, how's it going? Hey,
I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Hey, I just got in on me. I didn't know you was gonna bring me in so fast.
Oh,
but,
you in your mind.
But R. Kelly, man, like with my sister when she had her oldest son, right? Like back in the day, women was having kids at 13, 14, back in my grandma's days, you know what I'm saying? But they had for the master, they had to have them young kids that push out them young babies so they can do stuff in the fields, right?
Okay.
So I don't condone that, but I'm like, how y'all trying to change the stuff up now? And then like when you got those Muslim people that's coming over from Africa and stuff that's into that type of stuff that they marry the kids off and where they like 13, 14 years old and that's their religion to be with them young girls like that. You know what I'm saying? Hello?
For a minute, you back though. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, went out for a minute. We back. But yeah, I hear what you're saying, but it doesn't make it right though either.
No, it don't make it right. It's sick, you ask me, because if I had a child, whether it be a boy or a girl, see, now they say like it's different for, like, say if I had a son and he got molested by about a 30, 40-year-old woman and he ain't but 14, 15. We don't say nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? We be like, oh, you're right on, little ninja. You know what I'm saying? But when a man do that to a girl, it's totally different. I'm not saying I agree with that pedophilia bullcorn now. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is you can't, like when them teachers was molesting them little boys at the schools and stuff, they didn't have no backlash on that. They basically like, yeah, right on. But R. Kelly, he should have learned this lesson when we knew that something was wrong with the dude when you married a little 14, 15-year-old girl, dude. What can a kid do for you, dude?
Well, I'll say this. I'm right there with you. What can a kid do for you? But I think what people also forgot is that in his head, he's still a little kid in his head. It don't make it right. I'm not saying it's right, but that to me is why he wasn't gonna be. What him and a grown woman gonna talk about? The nigga can't even read. Like, he enjoys going to getting Happy Meals from McDonald's. Like, come on now, y'all don't. Even when he speaks, there's something very childlike about him. So they say when you go through trauma, your brain will stop developing, and he's grown, but he's a little kid. But thank you, Michael. I'm gonna move on. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Take it easy now. All right, what's going on, Kiki? Going once, going twice. All right, if y'all watching on the back end, y'all gonna get kicked off because we don't have a lot of time tonight. What's going on, Norris?
Hey, Storm.
How you doing?
I'm good. That's a nice background you got.
Thank you. Yes, it's the bedroom.
Yeah, but R. Kelly getting exactly what he deserved. You know, his sister didn't realize that she created a monster.
She did.
And then he had an opportunity to get help and, you know, deal with his childhood trauma and get the healing that he needed. And he never did anything about it. Because if you watch that documentary on Lifetime, one of the handlers, he was a black man. He said that R. Kelly came to him and he was admitting that he had issues and that, you know, something was wrong with him and that he needed and wanted to stop doing what he was doing to these young ladies, young girls. But it's like the man didn't push hard enough, you know, to say like, look, encourage him hard enough. Like, look, you need help. You need to put your music career on hold, and you need to go to therapy. Get you a therapy.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. When R. Kelly first got off in that trial, that was what, the early 2000s, mid 2000s,
2004.
When he got off for that and he was free and clear, he should have stopped all that shit then. He should have cleaned house. No more parties. No more, none of that. Party's over. We done. But he literally got off for doing what we all knew he did, and then went right back to doing it. So it's hard for me to. I don't have any sympathy for him. I just don't. I just don't. I really don't. He kept pushing, and now he's basically gonna spend the rest of his life in jail because he can't stay away from young girls.
Yeah, because I'm not feeling sorry for him either. I'm just saying that he should have got help while he had the chance. You know, because
true, but you got to know that but you got to realize that there's a problem.
Yeah,
you know, and then here's the issue too. After years of being with young girls like that, he probably didn't even find a woman his own age attractive. You see what I'm saying? Like that was so ingrained in him. I couldn't even imagine him going from being like that to now having a regular relationship. I mean, he just had to make sure actually that they were 18. They didn't have to be his age, but he had a lot going on mentally, and to me, I also feel like R. Kelly's a little slow, just a little bit.
Yeah, you know, he can't read and he can't write, but we all know that he knew what he was doing. He knew that the way he was doing was wrong, and kept doing it. And you there? Oh, he done froze up. Well, I'm gonna talk until he get back in. What I wanted to say is that, you know,
I'm also in. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I was gonna say, damn it, that made me lose my train of thought. Made me lose my train. No, I had a question. I was wondering, who is R. Kelly's father? Does he know?
What was it? His handler?
Father. Who is R. Kelly's father?
Oh, no, I don't know that.
Is he a child of incest?
I'm not sure about that either.
Okay.
I know that sister had to learn that behavior from somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if R. Kelly is a child of incest. It would kind of, to me, make sense of like his mental state. It's his grandfather. His grandfather is his father.
Oh, wow.
That makes sense. He's a child of incest. That makes sense. He even kind of looks like, if you really look at his face, he looks a little off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that there. Thank you, Norris, for coming. Okay.
Yeah. You have a good night. Thank you.
Have a good one. I'll probably be back later. Thank you guys for tuning in. I just wanted to give you guys that update. Look, R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years. He still has to face trial in Illinois and I think one other state for the same damn charges. 30 years, people. Federal time. We'll see how it goes. If I get a chance late tonight, we'll come back and do a longer call-in show. But the connection being a little silly, and I don't want this video to go on too long. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care, and I will catch you all later.